Ship ahoy, Jackie. Yeah, isn't that nice? Hi, Tammy. You got the famous view. World famous view today. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I like it. So I gotta go all the way around. Hey, Penny. This is Tawas Bay. Tawas Bay, East Tawas, Michigan. Okay, Jackie. Go on, hon. Hey, Pebs. Hey, Blue. Good. These Lake Huron waves. Yeah. I was reading a thing online last night. The Great Lakes, the biggest time difference in huge swells is 3 seconds. Where if you take like the oceans, it's 10 seconds. So even though these are pretty impressive, it's nothing like the ocean. It's about 36, so nothing's freezing. Look at this seagull. Doesn't even need to flap his wings. Yeah, cool. He doesn't want to get wet though. Oh, he saw something in the water. Isn't he though, Johnny? Be a cat, huh? Yeah, it's neat. Yeah, Lake Huron. Hey, Brian. Yeah, get rid of him, Blue. Get rid of that guy. Yeah, it's nice over here. Oh, good job. And you'll probably get some buffering, but I apologize in advance. what happened is that happens every once in a while. What will happen is it's buffering, and it's buffering bad on my end, so I'll X out of it, and it gets hung up between open and closed. So even though it looks on my end like it's closed, it has it's open until it shuts itself off. It's weird. Oh yeah, Daisy's a co-pilot. She's snuggling up to the microphone, dead cat. She looks out at those waves and doesn't even want to look at them. I'm feeling so-so. I'd say not the greatest, not the worst. But definitely have a problem I hope to get fixed. Yeah, as it turns out, I think he got a little aggravated at me. He made the referral the day I was in the hospital, and they haven't gotten back with him. That's just the way it is now. But I wish they'd have told me that sooner, because I finally sent him a text like, hey, I'll go someplace else. But the name of the game now is you don't want to make referrals outside of your own network if you can help it. So I'm sure these doctors are on pins and needles wondering when the patient's getting tired of waiting, and they just wait for their own team member to get back with them. It's just how it is. It'd probably be the same over there, I don't know. Hey, William. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really bother me that bad, like you'd think. I mean, I would like to get it checked out, but it isn't like when you're 30 and you think you got the worst of everything. If I got it, well, okay. If I don't, that's okay too. It's not like I'm dating Miss America and thinking it's coming to an end. It's different. And what do I got anyway? Another 10, 15 years maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna get by. I gotta get down around there, Ypsilanti. I'll probably be down there around Christmas. I love Ypsilanti. I wish Tio's was still open, the taco place. I've seen so many places come and go in Ypsilanti over the years. I'm surprised Hobbs is still hanging in there. It's just the name of the game now. COVID protocols slow them down. It's just everything is like upside down. Restaurants, God, I would not want to own a restaurant. Yeah, Ypsilanti. Do you remember when the Peapod was on E-Course? There used to be a good barbecue place right as you came into Ypsi off Huron. You'd take a right there near those gas stations. I don't know if they're still around or not. Yeah, I'm not really into those subs that one place makes. I do like going to Captain Nemo's in Belleville. They're even hardly ever open anymore. Yeah, I wonder, that Peapod guy, if he's even alive anymore. King was his name. Remember the Cottage Inn, the little one where they did the wood-fired pizzas? I can remember waiting in line at that Taco Bell forever ago. That used to be busy. And I'm surprised that Putt-Putt Golf's still around on Washtenaw. remember Jeff Mutchler, who was an MC cop, do you? That sucks living out in Denver, no snow. Yeah, but it's changed before in the past. I mean, look at the Ice Age. You can't put that on human beings or hairspray. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be in Chicago. I see these windsurfers are out here. Hey, LA. Oh, good for you, Penny. Penny. Yeah, buffering. Sorry about that. No, it's crazy, Johnny. These Astrovans in good shape are selling for $3,000 less than they did in 2003, brand new. Daisy's good. She's sleeping down by the microphone. It gets warm down there where the transmission is. It is nuts. Ridiculous. These are these windsurfer guys. There's a pair of mallard ducks. They were here last week. Yeah. I'm going to a couple gay guys' house for Thanksgiving. I'm going to spend the night too. Wish me luck. That's true, Paul. Yeah, it's a good. You're right. Oh yeah, they are Flower Fairy. Yeah, it's just exactly how you would stereotype it. They're already cooking. Oh, they do. Yeah, have a good time. Penny is right. Happy anniversary. Yeah, I guess they do. I keep putting it on. I've been putting it off for about 25 years. No, actually, pigeons will go out in the coldest weather possible and exercise once a day, no matter what. But you won't find like today. Ducks will, they'll sit down. They'll go get in a cove or a harbor. They're not flying in this crap. They can help it. Not any long distance. Takes too much energy. You got to stay warm and you got to fight the wind. Yeah, they'll be back. Now, pigeons are smart birds. They can fly in places that ducks can't. It's a different kind of wing. We're gonna play Twister after we eat. This guy right here, I avoid this guy. He talks too much. I can't get rid of him when I run into him. He's gonna try and get this. He tried this last week. It's way too big and way too heavy. Then there was a big time and estrangement, and now Thanksgiving together. We're gonna bury the hatchet. We've come so far. I'm gonna spend the night there too, which I normally don't do. But we'll be drinking and making gay jokes. We'll talk about how far we've all come. This guy is a retired Delta pilot, the dad, and he's got a good job now with the FAA, and he's on like his fifth wife. His wife's a sweetheart, but they've been married 17 years. It'll be one big giant dysfunctional Thanksgiving, which is why I'm going. I'll feel at home again. I got a whole bag of gay jokes after the drinking starts. Go on, Daisy. Go on, hon. Hop up. I'm going to Thanksgiving at some gay guy's house. We're gonna play Twister. And I'm spending the night. I've taken my roll of duct tape to patch up any glory hole I see in the bathroom. Well, in this case, it's gonna. Believe it or not, he's a Miller Lite guy. I don't, but I'll drink that. When Rome do as the Romans do. I'll probably take some dragon's milk just to move things along. You'd be there for till Thanksgiving next year drinking Miller Lite. We're gonna party. How you doing, LA? I've known these guys for like ever. I mean, I've went through the full thing with these guys. When he was a kid, to when he went through a wild stage, to tracking him down as a PI, to the dad being disappointed he wasn't going to have grandchildren. I mean, this has been a long journey, and it really, honestly, I'm appreciative that it's worked out this way. The dad, they're married now. He's married to some other guy who is a great guy, funny as hell. They're big animal lovers. It's a good ass time. The dad retired from. He got the Wright Brothers Award. You get this for being like an outstanding pilot. And he's got like every rating. I've known him as a pilot. Shit, we flew together forever. You wouldn't believe some of this shit we did that I'm told I can't bring up anymore because he works for the FAA. And now it's like I know the husband, wife, or whatever you call it, partner. And I know the fifth wife who's a sweetheart. And they know me like 100%. I mean, there's no errors. So, and I never go anywhere for Thanksgiving, but they call me up every year and want me to come down there. And this year, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go down there. It's in Ann Arbor. What a surprise, huh? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it on there. I'll do a live when I'm down there, introduce you to everybody. They call me Archie Bunker. Yeah, they get pissed off at me because I'm just not that kind of a social guy. But at the retirement party, he retired from Delta. He was like the third seniority guy, and then we had a good ass time. I took a buddy of mine down there actually. I said, hey, there's going to be this thing. There's all these airline pilots there. I've known these guys since they were taking flying lessons, and we had a good ass time, man. I'm not kidding you. We did. You get old enough in life, if you live long enough like I have. I knew these guys when they were just soloing and stuff, and now they're captains in the airline. So, there was drinking, and, I'd run into them. I hadn't seen some of them in, geez, forever, and I said, you are an airline captain. You gotta be kidding me, man. It's unbelievable that you haven't crashed one of these things yet. I can't believe that they're actually allowing you to fly people around as a captain on an airliner, man. Is this a dream? Stuff like that. We had a good ass time. And then there were some FAA officials there. Were kind of sticks in the mud because that's who presents the award. But we had a good time. The son actually is a pilot too. He's flying a jet for some place out in California, and he's about ready to upgrade to the bigger jets. He didn't even want to be a pilot. The dad kind of forced him into it, but he's glad that he did. The dad, that's all he does is talk about planes. He's got helicopter ratings, seaplane, glider. The son is a pilot because of the paycheck. He could give two shits. You'll never find him at an air show. He doesn't care about getting these extra ratings. His is a ticket to a good paying job. That's it. No pictures of airplanes in the house. None of that. So like I said, this has been a long time coming to see these guys. Now they're in their 40s, I think. And Bill finally found a good wife, and it's a lot more than just getting together for Thanksgiving. It's been a lot of up and downs, and it's a happy ending, really. Yeah, I mean, I might try that, but the dad's got a good job. The dad, when you have that much experience, what happens is you'll have these freighter outfits want to hire you to be the chief pilot, just to be like the head of director operations because you meet all the time requirements. So he may not want to do that because of that. And the son's still making his way up to, in the airline world. So believe me, I'm all for it, but I don't want to do it if there's a chance of, there's kind of a protocol for that bullshit. And if they were flying just as pleasure pilots, that's one thing that I don't know caused many problems. Hey, Susan. Oh my God, Susan, no kidding, the Yukon? Good for you. 30 below. Hey, take some videos. Throw water up in the air and watch it freeze and take a video of it. You should be recording your butt off while you're up there. That's got a lot of demand. Oh, good for you. $30 below, that's cool. Take some pictures. I'd love to be in the Yukon today. I mean, it's warm here, like 34. This is nothing. When you come from like down where I grew up around Detroit, when I was a kid, we treated this area like you were in the Arctic Circle. I mean, when you went up north, which is only like a couple 100 miles away, you would like, wow, we're going up in the wilderness. Better have your snow tires on. But really, the real heavy winter, and even though the climate's changed, it doesn't really start till about 80 miles north of where I'm at, Gaylord. If you look at like where Mary's at, and then straight east across the state, there's a snow belt. But these winters really haven't been much. I'm really kind of nice to see this is a normal November. I mean, I'd love more snow, but I'm happy for what we're getting. So this isn't generally the greatest cell phone area. Yeah, I wish I lived in it actually, but that's where you'll notice a difference. But it's just not like it used to be. What is, right? It's like people say, well, they're not going to win the Super Bowl. It's like, well, who is then? You tell me who is. Sault Ste. Marie got the most 2 years ago. Oh, Rockford, yeah, I got a friend of mine that was the mill manager there like 40-something years ago. Remember Rockford Paper Company? Hot Dog Hall of Fame. There's not a... See, if you look on a map, I just left Tawas Bay, East Tawas. And as you make your way up north like this, you get away from the protection of the bay, and you're looking at the water from a different direction because it's like shaped like a mitten. So now it's kind of bending to the northwest slowly, like a slow arc. And you'll notice the waves are much different because of that. The good news is when the wind's coming out of the east and the southeast, you get these crazy waves. because you have no protection from the day. Unless you're like, do this like I do. Look at these crazy speeding. Nobody ever. The GoPro 9, they're having a lot of problems with that GoPro 10. They've had some problems like that before. I think they basically maxed out what they can do in a small camera. But to appease the stockholders, they keep coming up with new models, even though they know they're not going to work as well. I mean, you can't tell me they didn't know this before they started mass producing them. Better get up. Yeah, hush puppies, they poison the water system up in Rockford, Michigan. Look it up. Wolverine Worldwide. They got a huge problem up there because of hush puppy shoes. Hey Simka, how you doing? Yeah, yep. Oscoda sure is, yep. They have that same problem in Ann Arbor from Gelman Sciences. I can't believe how the government is jacking Oscoda around on that. Van Etten Lake. You can't give away a house on that lake right now. Good for you, Simka. There's a. I'm not sure. It sounds like a bearing, but when I had my tires rotated, it's been that way since then. I know it sounds coincidental, but it sounds like a bearing, but I can't believe that that would really be that. I'm not sure. See, they're doing a big sewer project up here. Now this used to be a really busy Air Force base was here, but it's really kind of a dead town now. Well, I see COVID finished off a lot of these small businesses. No, you're right, Susan. Yeah, clothes have come a long way. High-tech clothes, you better believe it. 50 years ago, you've been freezing your butt off. It's that triple layering, wicking, insulating, and water protection. This is one of the few towns where bowling is increasing. Sorry about that. Have a good day, Susan. Throw some water up in the air and take a picture. Hey, Frisky, how you doing? Yeah, I know it. It takes forever too. I'm uploading all my interviews, editing them out, and re-uploading them. It's a super pain in the ass. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that the Homeland Security contacted me and they said, Tom, you're such an excellent example of honesty and integrity that you're going to be able to get on the airplane now without going through security. You can just drive up to it. And I really thanked him. So I can now just drive right up to the airplane. I've been given special clearance. So I'm going to demonstrate to you right now. Hey, Jackie. They said that I can put Daisy in the back. They made me a special place for her. That's the special hole they made for Daisy. They said that I can just put Daisy in those holes. You want to go out and do a pee-pee? You want to do a pee-pee? You want to go out and do a pee-pee? Hold on there. Go pee-pees. Go pee-pee, hon. Yeah, isn't it though? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, Edward. Tell YouTube. It's not edited. If you scroll around, you can find the original video on every one of them. No, that's a mystery. That twin engine crash. That's a pretty benign airplane. It's a light twin turboprop with a safety record that's really good. That is a super weird mystery. I don't know. I just can't figure it out. I mean, you know, the media, they're claiming blaming wind and everything else. Who knows? But it's so weird. I'll be really curious on this one, the cause. I mean, it's a pretty easy airplane to fly. It's slow. I mean, it's a real mystery. And then they made it all the way to the airport, and it wasn't an instrument approach, I don't think. So yeah, that one's got me stumped. These are just used for parts. See the nose off them, the engine's off. Daisy got a free pass from Homeland Security. They said that she's such a great dog, she deserves extra privileges. Yeah, there's a rule in aviation where, in order to not have to strip and catalog parts, as long as you keep the airframe on the ground with inflated tires, if you can believe it or not, you get to skip all sorts of paperwork. That's why you see all these airplanes on inflated tires, even though they can't fly, because that's the rule. As long as they're maintained in that way, you can slowly take parts off them. If the tires aren't inflated and they're parted out, it's a cataloging nightmare. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, Edward, believe me. It's taken forever. I haven't even put a dent in it. YouTube could have been straighter about it and just said, hey, look, we don't want this. We're not going to allow this anymore. Instead, they just picked away till there was nothing left with the videos and made everything that they used to support a complete and total waste of time without telling everybody. There's channels out there that still didn't have the light bulb come on. Yeah, there's better ways to build a house, Jackie, because they're really not very big inside, and everything's rounded, and that just creates a lot of problems. It's like people that want to build make a house out of a church with the stained glass. It doesn't work like you think it would. These are all old 727s here. Oh, I didn't realize that, Kevin. No kidding. I've flown in and out of that airport before. Tom Monahan basically had taken the place over for uh, years. Come here, Davey. And they kind of ran him out of town. I wonder what that guy's doing over there. Kind of weird. Good girl, hon. Good girl, honey. Why would you be driving on the grass where there's survey markers when there's all this concrete to park on? Yeah, you'd need to put a lot of insulation in, and it'd be a nightmare configuring it for a house. People do it, but it's one big long tube. I mean, it's kind of cool, but kind of like there's better ways to do it. Get one of those tiny houses. Those aren't any deals either. If you crunch the numbers and you look at them by square feet, they're actually more expensive than a conventional house in a lot of ways. Yeah, that's a real mystery to me, Kevin, on that Beaver Island crash. Tom Monahan, I know he had a play. I thought it was Drummond Island and Beaver Island. Then he left one, and I'm not 100% sure which one. I think it was Drummond Island he was at, but he did have an interest in some stuff at Beaver Island for a while. Here we go. Yeah, he owned half at Drummond, but I knew he had something at Beaver Island. Yeah, that didn't work out. They basically couldn't wait to get rid of him. I know for a while he was flying King Airs up there. Oh, cool, Jackie. Yeah, it is. Sure is. Religious nut. He sold that for $1 billion. He got out in the neck of time. Plus, he kept all the good stuff, all that, those rental buildings in Ann Arbor over there off M14. Oh, cool, Jackie. Cleared the land. These are 740. That's a 747 400 over there. Only 200s left, or Air Force One. This guy's probably trying to get this piece of construction equipment started. You ever run a diesel engine out of fuel? Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Good luck starting that in cold weather. You got to use ether and all sorts of bullshit. Yeah, all those Frank Lloyd Wright design things. And then he built that law school and that college campus down in Florida, Ava Maria or whatever it is. He still has a place up north. He stops into that Iva's Chicken occasionally in Sterling, and he offered the girl there that's a waitress a full ride scholarship to play basketball at that school. Yeah, I don't get huge houses either. Doesn't make any sense. Hey, pretty peaches. Yeah, just kind of cloudy, you know, dreary. This was a really happening place at one time, but when the military base closed, really put it in a pickle. Hard to believe B-52s were flying in and out of here, but they were. Yeah, that really sucks about YouTube and their policies, because originally, hey Dan, how you doing? Leaving Florida, you're lucky. I like the cold weather.